Duskfade is an upcoming 3D action platformer video game developed by Weird Beluga that harkens back to the golden age of PS2 generation games such as Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Kingdom Hearts. A demo is available on Steam, including the first level and boss, which I played through. There is enough content to let you experience the basic game mechanics and combat, as well as a few brief cutscenes and enough dialogue engagement and lore to get players interested in the characters and story. Now, for starters, I will admit that I had to make 3 attempts at playing the demo before I finally cleared it. But not because of difficulty. The real issue is that the demo is keyed to use a keyboard or I guess a Steam Deck or Xbox controller, the latter of which I don't have, and it did not work at all with my PlayStation controller. Even then, the controls list in the pause menu only displayed the lists for the standard Steam available controller, and did not show what computer keys would correspond with each action, so I had to play around with the keyboard and figure out what did what. Now, the Steam page for the game says that it should have full controller support including DualSense controllers, so hopefully that will be available with the full release, but I expect that I'll get the full game on PlayStation 5 when it comes out. But if you want to play the demo for yourselves, here are the keyboard controls that I figured out. So what's going on? Per the synopsis on Steam, a boy named Zirian sets out on a journey to rescue his sister Alira from the grasp of despair. The clock has stopped and time is utterly broken, putting the world in an endless night, and Zirian must uncover the secrets of the master clockmakers if he wants to save the world. By his side is a mechanical bird named Cuckoo, whom Zirian believes was made by Alira. I don't know if the full game with the expanded level is going to have dialogue confirming that Alira did make Cuckoo, but at present I'm suspecting that it will turn out he is a relic of the clockmakers. But for now, that's just a guess. And to fight any threat that comes his way, Zirian has picked up a clock hand-shaped sword that can mold into different weapon forms and has special gadgets built in, including a grappling feature. The gameplay is pretty fun. You can break objects to collect star shards, which have an as of yet unknown purpose. Platforming is allowed with jumping, double jumping, a PS2 era classic, and lunging, which also serves as a dodge roll on the ground. And there will sometimes be chests that Zirian can open using his sword like a key, and I really like the animation when he does so. Combat is cool, although I had to work a bit with the keyboard controls to lock onto enemies and dodge attacks while moving around and attacking myself. The platforming is fun and at times challenging, and you can get bonuses if you can navigate to hidden areas. The upgrading gadgets mechanic is not available in the demo, of course. Also, there will evidently be secrets that you won't be able to uncover the first time you go through a level. There are also a handful of NPCs scattered about that have some neat things to say, although the first thing I came across one of these cloudies, I thought it was one of the inky enemies. And however you explore the open areas on your adventure, you won't get lost, as if you don't know where to go, there are these little bells that you can hit and they will point the camera in the direction that you're supposed to go, so that's nice. Thankfully, you don't get punished if you fall into a chasm or if you miss a jump or fall into the water that Zirian apparently can't swim in or at least reasonably climb out of, as you will just be dropped back on land where you had jumped from. Regular enemy encounters are fairly easy to overcome, and the bigger enemies just take a little more effort in dodging. But you will be taken off guard by how difficult the boss, Wrath, is. By the way, that cutscene is short but unskippable. So it's no lead me into everlasting darkness at least, but you will be seeing it a lot. Wrath is powerful and relentless, and if you are unprepared, he will cut through your health like a hot knife through butter. And when you manage to live long enough to start doing some real damage to him, at every quarter of his health, he will jump to the center and platforms will elevate as he charges up an attack, and then you have to platform up to strike him. If you take too long, the room will shake and your health will slowly drain, putting you on a time crunch to get up to him. Unfortunately, the platforming is very precise and the mid-air lunge is not that, so you're going to have to learn to master platforming in order to get to Wrath. Fortunately, at least, a potion appears for you to grab and restore your health as needed each time he does this. Once you get to the central platform, just deliver a combo attack to Wrath to knock him back to the ground and stop the health-sapping aura. It took a lot of trial and error and frustration, but once I managed to clear the second of these interludes, I cleared the third one in one try and I defeated the boss, which was the end of the demo. So yeah, I am looking forward to this game, and I will definitely recommend it. Duskfade is planned to come out later this year on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. A specific release date has not been announced at this time, but when it is available, I plan on picking it up, and I expect I will be having a good time. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe so you'll always know when I upload, follow me on Tumblr, Twitch, and Blue Sky. Also join my new Discord server, invite URL in the description below. And have a wonderful day. I'm Wally Griffin, and I'll catch you guys later.